Hi guys, we're going to do the hair for the dance comp season and start out by just combing your hair. You're going to part the hair down the sides. So you're going to start at the point of your eyebrows and make a part going all the way back to the very bottom of the hair on both sides. I'm doing this on dry hair. To me, it's easier to braid on dry hair. Feel free to do it however you feel is necessary or best for you. I like to use a comb that has a tip on it. It's just much easier for parting the hair. This is a really simple hairdo. However, the most important thing that you can do in this hairstyle is to part it off first. Once you get it parted off, it's super, super simple. So I'm just pulling the front pieces forward and clipping them off. And it'll just keep it out of her face and keep it from getting stuck in with the braid. And then I'm going to make another part all the way down the back on both sides, because the braid is going to continue all the way down to the bottom. And then I'm going to section off those sides. I'm just sectioning them off because I want to keep them out of the way. And my clips aren't really holding. So I decided to take a rubber band and just tie off the sides. That made it a little bit easier. Okay, now I'm going to start the braid at the top. Now a Dutch braid is a little bit different from a regular French braid. You're going to do the same thing that you would do with a French braid. However, instead of pulling the hair on the sides over, you're going to do it under. So each section goes under the other. So it's like a normal French braid, but your sections that you pull will go under instead of over. See how I'm taking that section under? So I'm just braiding it all the way back. Now I'm not being very careful about those little flyaways in the front. All of those will get sprayed back with hairspray and then also with kind of like a pomade so that it all stays slicked back. So I'm not too worried about it right now because really I want the braid to braid smoothly, and it seems to work best on straight, dry hair. And then at the end, I'll get all those little flyaways out. So just continue braiding. Now about halfway down the braid, I'm going to stop and hold it in my hand, and I'm going to pancake this braid out. And basically all that means is I'm just going to pull the strands out so that it looks a little bit flatter and kind of fluffier, like bigger, the braid. Kind of accentuates the braid a little bit more. It looks really cool on stage. And then I'll continue working my way down the back. It's easier to pancake it if you just do half of it first. Otherwise, if you go all the way down, it's kind of hard to get those sections to kind of pull out. So now I'm just going all the way down the back of the head. Once I get it all the way to the bottom, I'm just braiding a little bit further down, and then I'm going to go ahead and pancake the rest of it out before I tie it off. Make sure that you pancake it before you tie it off because it's just much easier to work with the hair. I'm just taking each little section and fanning it out, making them all look even. And then at this point, I'm just going to take a hair tie. It's best to use a clear hair tie. I just didn't have any available, so I'm just using a black one, and it will be hidden, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you have clear hair ties, that works the best, I think. And then just pull it tightly. Make sure it's in the middle. And now basically all we're going to do is take those two side sections and we're going to slick them back. I'm not using hairspray or anything in this tutorial, but you're going to want to get the sides wet and spray them back with hairspray and pomade. This has to be completely slicked back with no flyaways anywhere. But for time's sake, I'm just doing it dry. And then you'll just take a hair tie once you get both sides back, and you'll just attach a hair tie to it and pull it tightly. It might be best to actually put two hair ties just to be sure, and then just slick everything back. And then if you have curly hair at all, you're going to want to flat iron it and make sure that the ponytail in the back is completely straight all the way down. And you guys, that's it. That's the hair. Super easy. Thanks for